Our region has fared better than many other places during the Great Recession and its aftermath, and one reason is energy. At a time when many employers have been cutting back, the natural gas, coal, and nuclear industries have been expanding here, and that's led to ripple effects throughout their supply chains. On September 19th, during its 25th anniversary leadership conference, St. Barnabas will focus on the impact energy is having on our region. Tripp is among the presenters. He's senior officer with the Battelle Group. And Jim Roddey is principal with Parente Beard and master of ceremonies for the event as well. Welcome. Good to see you.
Good to be here.
Thanks, Bill.
Yeah, first, so people that aren't aware of the St. Barnabas event, 25 years. You've been there for almost every one of them, Jim.
Almost every one. I missed one, but I was there the first year, and I've been there ever since and participated. Each year we pick a subject, a theme that's apropos to the region. Something that's topical. Last year was about the military, the business of the military. This year is about energy, and it couldn't be a more appropriate subject than what we are seeing happen in this region. And we're going to talk about coal, we'll talk about wind and solar, we'll talk about obviously the Marcellus Shale gas, and the Lieutenant Governor will be our keynote speaker. So it's we're looking forward to it, and we're really glad to have Simon. Simon Tripp is recognized across the country and probably across the world as one of the experts in energy, and so we're fortunate to have Simon present.
Oh, and it is great, and Simon, it really illustrates too, you know, the Marcellus Shale gets all the headlines these days. I mean, it sort of dominates the coverage, it's dominating the conversation about energy, but there's a lot more going on here in our region than just the shale gas.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The Allegheny Conference did an interesting study where they looked at energy markets across the country. And Southwest Pennsylvania is one of the few places where all 7 sort of major energy sectors, we have a major play in it. And actually the energy sector and its supply chain in the region, it's about 105,000 jobs, over 800 companies. So across fossil fuels, renewables, energy infrastructure companies, it's a pretty dynamic place.
It was all kind of born here, I guess, going all the way back to Drake's Well and everything that's happened ever since. But your focus for the conference is really going to be especially on the renewable area?
Yeah, there's going to be 6 different speakers, and I've been asked to talk about renewable energy, which is an area that our group at Battelle has been spending quite a bit of time working on. We've been working with Renewable Manufacturing Gateway, which is a non-profit here in Pittsburgh, and the R.K. Mellon Foundation and Benedum Foundation, looking at clean technology and renewable energy, and so that's an area that I will be focusing on.
And how big a deal is that around here?
It's pretty significant. We built a firm-by-firm database so we could really look at, in real detail at which companies are involved in this space, and you end up currently with about 1,500 jobs in solar, about 1,500 in wind, a couple of hundred in biofuels, and about 600 around the fuel cell sort of arena. And then if you add infrastructure related projects like smart grid, that sort of technology that empowers integration of renewables into the electricity grid, that adds another couple of thousand jobs. So you're probably at about 7,000 jobs total in this sort of nascent renewable energy space.
And that's still significant even by national standards?
Yeah, we just did a study at Battelle jointly with Brookings Institute, Institution, getting their name right, I should think with our partners, where we looked at all the major metropolitan areas across the country, and Pittsburgh ranks 24th in clean technology, of which renewable energy is one of the prime components. In clean technology overall, we have about 22,000 jobs in the region. But when we look at clean tech, that includes a lot of jobs that aren't energy related, environmental services and the like.
Wow, so there's a lot of ground to cover with that.
There is, and the energy spectrum really runs from coal, which has been here forever, to nuclear, which, and we're anchored by the largest coal company in the country, Consol, and the largest United States producer of nuclear reactors, Westinghouse. So both of those companies will be represented.
Wow, well, quite an exciting. This is energy's kind of turning into a second career for you too, Jim. You've got your heads in a lot of different things right now, right?
It is. I'm on the board of a Renewable Manufacturing Gateway, which Simon mentioned. I'm also co-chairing a roundtable of Institute of Politics at University of Pittsburgh that will last for about a year, studying Marcellus Shale specifically. And then I'm on the legislative committee of the Marcellus Shale Coalition. So I'm trying to stay abreast.
And trying to make the most of this enormous opportunity. I mean, as you look ahead, Simon, I mean, should we all feel good about the opportunity that exists and that it is going to be there for people thinking about careers and things they could do going down the road?
Oh yeah, certainly, and I think Pittsburgh's particularly well positioned, southwest Pennsylvania in general, for several reasons. We've got the companies here, like Jim said, Westinghouse, Consol, which is has the only research program in coal among any coal companies. So we've got very intensive research on the fossil fuels side as well. Then we've got the research universities in Carnegie Mellon, and particularly now the Center for Energy at the University of Pittsburgh, which is really doing intensive investments, building up their faculty, renovating floors within the energy building, within the College of Engineering at the University of Pittsburgh, and nearby West Virginia University. And then we're also home here to the U.S. Department of Energy's National Energy Technology Lab. And I don't think many people know about it, but it's sort of a quiet institution, but very significant. It's the U.S. Department of Energy's main lab for working on fossil fuels related energy issues. And they're located here in the South Hills of Pittsburgh and in Morgantown, West Virginia. So lots of assets to build upon.
Wow, well, really exciting. Congratulations on St. Barnabas for putting the spotlight on it with this year's leadership conference. Simon, Tripp, and Jim Roddey, thanks.
Well, the St. Barnabas welcomes anyone that would like to attend. It's Monday the 19th, starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. We still have a few seats left, and we'd love to have people come to St. Barnabas. It's free, there's no admission, and there's a lunch, or you can play golf in the afternoon.
Okay, sounds like a great deal, great information, great entertainment. Thanks a lot, really appreciate it.
Thanks.
Yeah. And we'll be back in a minute with little dollars and cents. Stay with us.